Stephen A., we saw Mark Daigneault make some chess moves. He had Isaiah Hartenstein leaning on Wemby all night, held him to about half of what he had in game one. And then SGA comes through with 30 points, 50% shooting from the floor. What did you see out of the back-to-back MVP in game two?
Well, you needed to see the level of aggression that he showed. The fact is that he hasn't been himself. He's been the league MVP, averaging over 30 points over the last 4 seasons, particularly the last 2. He's been an unstoppable force, Mr. Mid-range himself, can hit the 3 when necessary, definitely can finish at the basket. You didn't see that level of efficiency and that level of aggression, particularly in game 1. He came out tonight looking for his shot, recognizing the urgency of the moment, because had Oklahoma City fallen down 0-2 in this series, it's over. You're not coming back from that and beating this particular San Antonio Spurs team led by this particular alien named Victor Wembanyama. You're not coming back from an 0-2 deficit, having to win 4 or 5 games, and the first 2 of them was going to be in San Antonio. That was not going to work out. So they needed to win this game. They needed to be led by the league MVP, and sure enough, that's exactly what he did tonight, scoring 15 points in each half, only attempting 6 free throws, so hitting most of his shots from the field, obviously holding on to the ball, not turning it over and things of that nature. He was efficient tonight. He was the Shai Gilgeous-Alexander we all know and love.
Well, and Stephen A., as you just mentioned, that 0-2 deficit would be a hard hole to dig out of, but the Thunder did win game 2. So how do you like this Oklahoma City team as the series moves to San Antonio?
Well, I mean, it's still tough because San Antonio won't go away. They're just tough. Victor Wembanyama is who he is. He had 4 blocks tonight, 21.17 rebounds. But when you take into account Stephon Castle, everybody's looking at the amount of turnovers, 11 in one game, 9 in another. That's 20 turnovers in 2 games. That is not good at all. But he's not really your point guard. De'Aaron Fox is your point guard. And you've got to believe that De'Aaron Fox eventually will show his face in this series and he'll be able to work through that ankle injury he's suffering from. But Stephon Castle is not necessarily your quintessential point guard. He's an off guard, real big, very, very strong, pushes people around, stout defender, rough and tumble, really goes after it, had 25 points and was pretty difficult to stop. And then you see some of the other pieces that they have. Champagnie, obviously, is a big deal. You've got to pay attention to him. You got to pay attention to Keldon Johnson coming off the bench to reign the 6th man of the year and what he brings to the table. They've got size, they've got athleticism, and they are tough. They're not backing down. Oklahoma seems to know this, having lost 5 of 6 to San Antonio coming into this game. But if Shea Butter answers the call the way that he did, and the strategy of having Hartenstein leaning on Victor Wembanyama and putting a body on him and getting away with it as much as he did in game 2, then the chances for OKC obviously drastically improve for them to at least steal 1 game.
Hey, this was a consequential game in another respect, and that's that there were 2 key injuries in this game, one for each side. OKC lost J-Dub again with a hamstring injury. We don't know the severity of that. And then Dylan Harper left as well, Stephen A. Bigger hit to which team if those guys can't play?
It's really tough to call because I walked into this series believing that J-Dub had to be available for Oklahoma City in order for them to win this series. But Harper, look at the way he played in game 1, 24, 11, and 7, if I remember correctly. And then to be the kind of player that he is, again, you see the other guys coming off the bench and producing for San Antonio, and you know they've got some bodies. But does that compare to Wallace and McCain and Mitchell and these guys coming off the bench for Oklahoma City in the absence of Jalen Williams? I think that gives Oklahoma City a slight edge in this series against San Antonio. I think Harper's a bigger loss, and that would facilitate Oklahoma City being able to steal one of these games 3 or 4.
Spurs and Thunder with a game apiece, game 3 Friday in San Antonio. Stephen A. Smith, thanks as always for the insight.
No problem.
1-1. That's what we have, guys. Headed back to San Antonio. 122 to 113. Stephon Castle has the most turnovers over any 2-game stretch in NBA postseason history. He has 20. We know how James Harden has turned the back ball over in his playoff career. At no 2 games in James Harden's NBA career has he had this many turnovers in 2 games, consecutive games. Cade Cunningham is on that list with 17. LeBron James also has 17. 2 games in NBA history, this man has 20 turnovers. And Joe, I'm going to turn it over to you. He's killing them with his turnovers. He's got to do a better job protecting the basketball. Take off, Joe.
Yeah, I agree. Castle definitely has to, I mean, he's averaging 10 turnovers a game, in the past couple games. But Uncle Ocho, we gotta take something into account here. The man ain't but 21 years old, bro. His second year in this NBA league, he's playing in the postseason in the Western Conference Finals. Yeah, he has to tighten that up. But outside of them damn turnovers, hey man,
They win the game, Joe.
yeah. I'm saying they probably would if he don't turn over as much, but he playing some damn good ball. I like his aggressiveness that he has on offense and defense. Uncle Ocho. I mean, my God, he came through the lane off them 2 feet. When we talk about them 2-foot jumpers,
You let him get to the launch pad, it's over.
he put that boy in the rim. But all ain't bad for San Antonio. What is going to hurt him is, can Harper come back? How significant is this injury that Harper has? Because he's a big part of what they do. I know he's just a rookie, but hell, man, them two guys at the 1 and 2, they've gave OKC hell, in these first couple games.
I can offset that if I get De'Aaron Fox back. The question is J-Dub and a Jay Mitchell.
Yeah,
That is going to be the issue, Joe, because you saw J-Dub got ice on the back. That ain't a good sign.
I think he done.
You saw a Jay Mitchell go out of the ball game. Now they're already thin, so now you dig deeper into your bench. If you get De'Aaron Fox back, you says, okay, I'm cool. I can weather the storm. I don't know without J-Dub and out Mitchell if that I'm going to be able to wallet. And look, you got Caruso, and Caruso has played unbelievable. He's been out of his damn mind shooting the 3-point ball, and we know he can play defense. But Joe, is that every time they get close, Castle turn it over. Look at points off a turnover he created.
Yeah.
For the Thunder. He's got to do a better job of that. He's too good of a player. And then some of them are just, I'm like, bro, what are you doing? And go ahead, Ocho. I'll go after you. Go ahead,
I
Ocho.
was going to say those turnovers, especially in the first half. I mean, it was alarming at the rate he was turning the ball over. But I think at times it's overlooked as opposed to the way we mentioned James Harden and the fact that he turns the ball over so much, but he's giving you nothing on the offensive end. And with Castle being so aggressive on both ends of the goddamn court, it's kind of overlooked. But in hindsight, if you look at it, you take some of those turnovers away. If you got 20 in the last 2 games, you take some of those away, even though you were able to win the last game. I think the game and the result is a little different if he handles it a little bit more careful with the ball in this game tonight.
There's no question about it. Go ahead, Joe.
No, I agree. But this is why I say in this Western Conference Finals, this is why I say, man, they're going to beat each other up so damn bad that hell, whoever gets to the finals, you just got to hope they're healthy, bro. You know what I mean? Because look how many times your top guys from Shea to Wemby, Castle, these guys hit the floor so much, bro. You know what I mean? And I'm like, they out there competing at the highest level. I love it. But I just feel like the game is so intense, and you can see it, bro. Every play, every possession, you have to value it. Look at OKC bench. Look at OKC bench, Uncle Ocho. 17 from Caruso, 12 from McCain, 10 from Mitchell, 12 from Wallace. This is where you win the game, fellas. You need a lot. You don't need no one guy to be spectacular. You just need a bunch of guys to chip in and some way somehow try to get a win. But I thought the Thunder were a more desperate team tonight. You can see it from the jump.
Hey, when you think about this game, right?
Go ahead.
The way these boys playing, really aggressive. Everybody on the goddamn floor, they scrambling for every ball. They crashing the boards like crazy, like they life depending on. What is the best boxing match you've ever seen in life? The best. Just think about it. The best boxing match you've ever.
Problem.
Yeah.
They team up by 12. Next thing you know, we got a tie ball game.
Yeah.
One team goes down, they come right back. They're not going anywhere. If they value the basketball, let's just say for the sake of argument, one team had 21 turnovers. The other team had 9. If I just say for the sake of argument, I say, okay, 13. Instead of 21, you got 13 turnovers. Joe, they win this game.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
They win this game. And it took because think about it. It took a Herculean effort from Wemby to overcome the 10 turnovers.
Yeah.
So he played phenomenal. and he can just do things no other NBA player has ever been able to do. And I'm not so sure he should be able to do it. How the hell you lay the ball up on one side, miss it, and come back and dunk it on the damn other side? What the hell is that about?
Hey,
Come on, Joe.
hey,
You ain't what you're supposed to be able to do.
bro, listen. That's why I say in real time, man, we watching a transcending player, somebody who's gonna change the trajectory of the game, bro. Like you a lot of people may not really see it right now, but of course it's kind of hard not to. I mean, he got so much with that length, bro. The way he shot block, he had 4 blocks tonight, but hell, we all know they driving in there. They ain't even looking at the damn rim. They like, hold on, nah. Let me see who I can get the damn ball to, because they don't want to even try to shoot over him. I thought Hardenstein played great with his
some
thrust.
great minutes tonight.
Yeah. Hey, doing a lot of the veteran stuff, hooking him, holding him a little bit. A lot of stuff that the ref can't see. Ref can't see all that. You know what I mean? So the physicality that OKC came out with, I thought was tremendous, bro. But for Shea to really be effective, he's really gonna have to show why he's the MVP. I thought he played pretty good tonight. But Uncle Ocho, he's got to take and he's got to make tough shots, bro. He gonna have to take and make tough shots. They just got too much attention on him. Even when he started to make a couple, you see they started to double him. You know what I mean? Make him a passer. So he got to take when he sees
Cleveland,
those
y'all see that?
when he sees those little creases and those opportunities, he got to take them, bro. And a lot of them shots gonna be tough, but he's capable of making them.
Hey, Joe, you said something very interesting. You say Hartenstein is doing some stuff. He's grabbing him, clutching him, and the refs can't see that. They can't see that in OKC. They'll see that in San Antonio. It's amazing how the eyes get clear once they get to San Antonio.
Hey, Hardenstein was nice tonight, Joe.
On the glass. You see how many second chance opportunities?
I was just gonna say that not only the second chance opportunities, right? But he was so effective all during the game. He gave you 10, but what he meant to this game for them to win, it don't even show up in the box score. It don't even show up in the box score. So I mean, the second chance points, him rebounding, defensively. I mean, a dude, for someone that can't move, he can't move. Completely, Hartenstein, he completely different from Wemby. Completely different. He played one hell of a goddamn game tonight, and he fits so perfect with what they want to do over there in OKC. It's pretty dope.
Okay, hey, listen. When you listen to him, he said in the first game they just kind of let Wemby kind of roam around, do what he wanted. Hell, they kept a body on his ass. They kept chugging him tonight. I seen him complain to the ref a time or two. So that's when you're doing your damn job.
They was being physical out past the damn 3-point line, Joe. I saw Chet trying to lean on him. I saw Hardenstein trying to lean on him outside the damn 3-point line. They're not even letting him get inside the 3 line before they're physical and touching him up.
You got to.
When asked about the impact of moving Hardenstein on the Wemby, SGA answered, "I'm not sure if it was good, to be honest." Bill Simmons tweeted, I didn't think Hardenstein would be playable in this series, but if he's going to be allowed to maul and grab Wemby like on every play, he should play 48 minutes, which is hilarious. SGA, you're a 2-time MVP, and you know more basketball than I'll ever know. The only reason that you're not down 0-2 is because of what Hardenstein was able to do and keep Wemby off the glass and do all the things that he was able to do. He gave you 10 points and he gave you valuable minutes, because there are a lot of times when you got Caruso or you got Dort on him, he was going over there back, getting the rebound and putting it back in. So when you go back and look at this film, which I'm sure you would, and I look, the emotion of the game, and I don't know if you really heard the question of what she was asking, but the reason why you're not down 0-2, you played extremely well, but Hardenstein did an unbelievable job. If you can believe 21 and 17 with 4 blocks is doing an unbelievable job. It is, considering that he had 41 and 24 and 4 blocks the other night. Think about what you held him to.
Yeah.
20 points fewer and 7 fewer rebounds.
Yeah. Look, I like that small lineup that OKC plays where Wemby has to be. See, when Hardenstein in there, he ain't really got a guard Hardenstein. I mean, yeah, he made some floaters. I like his touch that he got around the basket. Okay, Ocho. But for the most part, he's still able to kind of linger around and be that free safety, you know what I mean, to where I could just kind of seek everybody out. But when you put Caruso in and they had to stretch that floor and he got to guard a shooter, the game changes tremendously, bro. But like you say, you have to do your work early with Wemby, bro. Like I'm talking about catch him chugging, make him fight you all the way down to that low block. Because, see, from 10 feet and in, it's always going to be his advantage. But If you catch him 20, 17 feet outside, man, you got a great chance. You just gotta hope he missed. But you let him catch it within 10 feet of that basket, shit, your ass in trouble.
Well, the problem is, they're going to set all this stuff that they were doing that they didn't call tonight.
Yeah.
They're going to turn that into the league, Joe.
Yeah.
Now,
yeah.
the officials in the next game, the NBA is going to tell them to be watching this.
Yeah.
And so the question is, if they call it, now it's going to be a different ball game. Plus, he's able to set more solid screens than Chet. Chet played okay tonight. They did a great job, and Chet got a couple of points late in the ball game that kept him in front. But I thought the turnovers, because they were down one, and then all of a sudden they go 2-3 turnovers back to back, and they'd hit back to back threes. It wasn't like a 3 and a 2. They'd hit back to back threes and stretch it and make it a 3-possession game. And give OKC credit, because now you see why they have the league's 2-time MVP. You see why they're going for a back-to-back title, because they didn't flinch at adversity. Had a big old lead. Next thing you know, they cut that thing down in the blink of an eye.
Yeah.
The Spurs were right back in the hip pocket.
The funny thing about,
right in the hip
funny thing
pocket.
about it too, Unc, is obviously basketball is a game of runs, and you see the Spurs being able to get back into the game even when the goddamn Thunder had a goddamn lead. Unc, look at the goddamn the turnover difference. 21-9.
Yeah.
21-9, and you're still making runs.
That's the game.
You're still making runs to get back in the game. Just imagine if you were able to protect the ball.
And look, Ocho, and your point guard had 9, 10 of them damn turnovers.
That's crazy.
You know what I mean? But hey, look, San Antonio obviously watching film. Castle has to watch the film because he has to be better in taking care of their rock, because that could be the difference in them being up 2-0 versus the series being 1-1.
Hey, Joe, you know what's funny too? Now that I think about it, how do you, as a coach, obviously you play the game. I know you're not a coach in the NBA, but you would have a better understanding based on experience when you have a player like Castle that is as good as he is, offensively and defensively, and you love his aggression and what he brings to the game. How do you have a conversation with him about turning the ball over without taking away that edge that he has and he brings to the game?
Well, that's kind of hard, Uncle Ocho, because he's such a young player, 21 years old, his second year in the league. You're putting a lot on him to being your primary ball handler. And you're right, Ocho. I don't want to take away his aggression, bro. I love how he attacks the basket, but you have to show him clips of himself on tape and be like, look, I don't want to take your aggression away. I want you to take chances, but at the same time, you got
from the floor,
Yep.
better from the three,
Yep.
better from the free throw line.
Yep.
Normally, when you do that, it's like if I tell you, well, one team shot better from the floor, better from the 3-point line, better from the free throw line, but they lost. I said, the first thing I'm going to do, let me go to the turnovers.
Yeah.
It's like the NFL, Ocho, you know it's like the NFL. One team got more passing yards, more rushing yards, more first down, but they lost. Okay, let me see how many turnovers they had.
Yeah.
The greatest indicator of a team, the most of the time, not always, there's no such thing as always or every, but a great indicator of a team winning and losing is the turnover. You turn that ball over.
And they creating points and opportunities off them turnovers. That's what really kill you. You know what I mean? It's like the opportune times that you turn it over. You know, it ain't like you turn it over and they walking up here. You turn it over, them folk going down there and score it.
It's leading the point. You don't give me a chance to set my defense.
There you go.
Because if I give up pick six and scoop and score, Ocho, shit, my defense, no matter how good they are, they don't even get a chance to get on the field. I ain't expecting no old linemen to be doing and quarterbacks to be tackling.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so I think that is the biggest difference in the game. If they get Fox back, they get a guy that is a true point, that can handle the rock, that is accustomed to handling rock. We put a lot of pressure on a second-year player. Yes, he's the reigning. Yes, he won Rookie of the Year, but we're asking a lot. Normally, we don't put that kind of pressure unless it's Magic Johnson.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's normally, especially in situations like this. I'm trying to think. Have we ever had a second-year guy? I mean, go this far? I don't know. I can't think off the top of my head other than Magic Johnson. I'm sure there have been some series where first or second-year guy, but I don't really recall off the top of my head.
Me neither.
So we're asking a guy. We put him in a situation that he's not used to being in, especially a pressurized situation like this.
Yeah.
They're different. Yeah, man. Well, Fox was out in the regular season. Boy, the regular season of football and basketball and baseball and sports are entirely different than them playoffs.
Hello. Hello.
I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but if you think it's the same, if you think the intensity level is the same, if you think a player's nerves are the same, you're sadly mistaken.
You're right.
And guys know
I got one thing. I don't know if
What's that?
people's intentions or how they feel about playoff and regular season basketball, but that goddamn Caruso, Joe.
He's stepping up, Ojo.
Joe,
He's stepping up.
man, the man was fighting.
We said he wasn't gonna make 8 more threes, Joe. He made 5.
Damn.
Young bull so efficient, man. And then he not only that, he gonna shoot your lights out. Then he gonna get in your face.
He pick it up.
He in your
Listen.
shirt, Joe.
With 3 or 4.
Get round me if you can.
Hey, look, OKC had 7 guys in double figures, and 4 of those guys came off the bench, fella. From a team standpoint, if I'm a head coach, that's what I need from my bench, bro. Hey, look, if some of my starters ain't really got it going, like I think Chet gotta play better, meaning just play with a little more thrust, assert himself a little more, because I think he's such a game changer. And I think, he's still continuously, learning too. But when your bench can come in like this, bro, and put it down, put their stamp down on the game, this is what you want. But guess what? San Antonio got the same thing. They got so many guys who can beat you as well. I mean, Vassell tonight, Vassell had 22, 7 for 14. Obviously, Keldon Johnson came in, gave him some great minutes, but man, I just think this is going to be a hell of a series. I even think it's going to go the distance. I mean, hopefully these injuries don't dictate, these games. Hopefully Harper can come back. I don't think J-Dub going to be able to come with that hamstring. You see, look, this just game 2, fellas. Hell, he only played 7, 8 minutes. That hamstring, bro, because the playoffs is revved up so high, you cannot sustain that with them soft tissue injuries, bro.
You know what happened?
What?
That game with the double overtime.
Yep.
And he stressed it. And they forgot that he was coming off an injury. You probably say, you know what? Because would you have rather win this game and lose him because it was going to happen?
Yeah. Yeah.
Or lose that game and have him for the remainder of the series. Because think about what you ask him to do. You play that man damn near 40 minutes in his first game back after an injury.
Yeah.
Normally they put you on a limits restriction.
Yeah.
Normally when you come back, he's gonna play 20 minutes. He's gonna play 25 minutes. This man played more minutes than he would have played in a regular season game.
That also comes down to him too, because I think even if they try to put him on a minute restriction, if he's saying he's okay, I can go. I mean, what they gonna tell him?
Well, you
gotta be smart because you're the doctors.
You're
the doctors. I gotta protect Ocho from Ocho because I do know Ocho and Joe want to play.
Yeah,
that's how we're engineered. Right. Even when they say, "Look here, man, I'm gonna make the same amount." The way most athletes are wired, even though we know we're gonna get our paycheck whether we play or not. Now let me earn my paycheck. I'm trying to get up out there.
Yeah,
everybody's not wired like that. The most athletes, that's how they're wired, and that's why you have to have a backstop. Somebody that can protect them from themselves. Say, yes, I understand that you want to play. I understand that you feel good. But you have to understand you've also been out for about 10, 12 days. And think about it, going up and down and to put 40 minutes on a hamstring like that.
Yeah. And the hardest thing is, you're right, Ocho. It's hard to talk a player out of it because in the heat of it, hell, if he was in the third or fourth quarter, he probably was like, oh, no, I'm good. I'm going to keep going. Yeah. You know what I mean? And it's just little stuff like that as a competitor, bro, you can't take yourself out of that. This, hey, we playing way up here somewhere. You feel me? Like, hey, I'm locked in. Yeah, I know I'm gonna probably be hurting tomorrow, but right now, we trying to get one.
And the problem is that it's one day. He don't got 2 days.
That's tough.
And if you think about it, Joe, I think he played 39 minutes. So he played all 10 minutes of the overtime. So think about how long he was sitting.
Yeah. Yeah.
And the hardest thing, the thing is with those soft tissues, you got to keep them warm. Man, that thing get cold, man.
Listen.
Hey, that's why you're on the stationary bike. You try to time it up just right. You don't want to do too much, but you don't want to do too little. Have it stiff when you try to go back out there and you dragging it, and you're very attentive because man, that thing like, damn. I can do it. I can get through. No, you can't. No, you can't. It's gonna be very interesting to see how that. I don't think he. For me, just looking at him and got that ice on there, I don't see him coming back this series.
Nah.
Jay Mitchell. I want to see. Because he grabbed. I don't know if it was his quad or what.
Yeah.
That's what it looked like. He grabbed Joe. Was I seeing things?
Yeah. Nah, he grabbed his quad, but I mean. Okay. He had a look in his eyes like, damn, I think I really messed something up. He had that look in his eyes, but
yes,
I don't know. He got up. He went out the game, didn't he? He didn't come back in.
He went out, didn't come back. Nope. And also, Joe, we have been talking about this. Ocho, we've been talking about this. This is what makes the OKC so dangerous. You see their bench. Nobody else has a bench like that.